Welcome to the Doctor, Nanai channel, the dullest channel on YouTube. We only tell stories that will make you sleepy. If you're looking for excitement, please exit this video now. Good evening. I'm Dr. Nanai, who knows nothing at all. The only thing I like to do is sleep. I'll accompany you to sleep and join you in dreamland. Before you fall asleep, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. You're lying comfortably in bed, feeling warm and light. Close your eyes deeply and feel each breath like a gentle wave, slowly flowing in and slowly receding, carrying away all your tiredness and worries. The night covers you softly like velvet, and the world around you becomes quiet and peaceful. Your thoughts, like floating clouds, stretch out freely, becoming more and more relaxed, getting closer and closer to sweet dreams. Imagine, in this tranquil depth, a warm and soft point of light begins to twinkle. The light isn't harsh-free, instead it's like an ancient oil lamp, casting a warm glow on a peaceful night, gently inviting you closer. You feel yourself slowly drawn towards this light, as if gently pulled by a warm, invisible force, traveling through endless darkness, heading towards that hopeful glow. You gradually feel the air around you becoming warmer, carrying a sweet and inviting scent. What time is it now? It's a smell that brings a sense of comfort and happiness, as if you've returned to childhood, nestled by a warm fireplace, listening to your grandmother softly tell ancient stories. If you try to discern it, you can smell a hint of the sweet fragrance unique to freshly baked bread, mixed with the simple aroma of flour and a touch of the smoky scent from burning wood. All these smells intertwine, creating a peaceful and cozy scene. You find yourself seemingly in a small cottage filled with this warm light and aroma. It's a peaceful and cozy space with walls built from warm earth and wood adorned with strings of dried herbs and old baking tools. They appear rustic and aged in the flickering light, as if softly whispering stories of generations of bakers. A comforting warmth hangs in the air, emanating from the large brick oven in the corner of the room, which hums with a low, steady sound, like a benevolent elder quietly watching over this loving cottage. You are Elias, the baker and owner of this cottage. You stand quietly by the oven, savoring the pre-dawn tranquility. Your body has fully adapted to this rhythm of waking when most others are still asleep. For you, it's the most peaceful time of day, a moment to truly focus on yourself. Your movements are so gentle and skilled, each step filled with peace and concentration, like an experienced artist creating a masterpiece, every detail polished countless times. However, this morning's tranquility is shadowed by a persistent unease. 2 months ago, you started receiving anonymous letters filled with malicious curses and threats, warning you to stop making your dream bread. The letters claimed your bread was disturbing the village's peace, even accusing you of using dark magic. Initially, you were just puzzled and uneasy, thinking it was just a prank by a disgruntled villager. But as time passed, the threats became more frequent and specific, even mentioning the precious blue moonflowers in your secret garden. Just 3 nights ago, you personally witnessed a dark figure sneak into your garden and pour a black liquid onto those flowers, causing them to quickly wither and die. Your heart ached. Those flowers were not only crucial for cultivating the dream yeast, but they also held generations of your family's secrets and memories. Your heart was filled with fear and anger. You didn't know who could be so vicious as to try to completely destroy your life and your bread. You walk to the ancient oak workbench in the center of the room. Scattered on it are some yellowed parchment scrolls and dusty old books you inherited from your grandfather. You meticulously study these ancient texts about dream yeast, hoping to find a way to counter the threat, or at least a method for the yeast to survive without the blue moonflowers. Your grandfather was a renowned baker whose bread was said to not only bring sweet sleep but also cure illnesses and even possess the ability to foresee the future. You've always held these legends in awe, but now, facing such a severe challenge, you begin to take every word your grandfather left behind more seriously. Imagine you are still lying on your warm bed, but your consciousness has gently drifted into this cozy kitchen. Inhale deeply breathing in the warm air mixed with the scent of bread, along with a hint of alertness and exploration. Feel this warmth, like the softest feather, slowly brush over your entire body, bringing you peace and relaxation. Exhale, gently blowing away all the day's hustle and bustle and worries like a gentle breeze from your body. Feel your body becoming heavier and heavier, more and more relaxed, as if sinking deeply into your bed. Take another deep breath, feeling the warm light in this kitchen like starlight in the night sky, gently shining on you, bringing you safety and tranquility, and also allowing you to focus more on finding clues and solving the problem. Slowly exhale again, gently letting go of all thoughts that make you uneasy and anxious. Let your thoughts, like the warm air flowing slowly in this kitchen, drift freely and gently while maintaining a sense of alertness. Continue to take several slow, deep breaths at your own pace. Feel the tranquility that each inhale brings and the fatigue that each exhale takes away. Your body becomes more and more relaxed, getting closer and closer to sweet dreams. You remove the dough from the wooden bowl and place it on a lightly floured board. Your movements are so gentle, as if cradling a precious dream, yet also with a touch of resolve and determination. You know you must protect your dream bread. In the backyard of your bakery, there was once a small garden you had meticulously tended with immense effort, but now it lies in disarray. The blue moonflowers you cherished like treasures have been uprooted, as if having suffered a cruel calamity, leaving only a few pathetic remnants trembling in the cold wind. This garden was not only crucial for cultivating your precious dream yeast, but it also held a mysterious chapter of your family's past, a legend of forbidden love, unbearable betrayal, and an ancient, unsettling curse. Your grandfather, the baker revered yet slightly mysterious to the villagers, fell deeply in love in his youth with a woman from a distant eastern tribe. That woman possessed an innate, extraordinary talent for communicating with nature. She could understand the language of the wind and feel the breath of the earth. It was she who guided your grandfather to discover the blue moonflowers hidden deep within the most secluded part of the back mountain cave, and taught him the ancient, mysterious method of cultivating dream yeast. It was said that these blue moonflowers were sacred objects personally blessed by the moon goddess Artemis, only blooming quietly on full moon nights, symbolizing purity and hope. After fully absorbing the essence of moonlight, the powerful ability of dream yeast to bring sweet dreams originated from the pure lunar energy contained within these flowers. However, their love ultimately streaked across the night sky like a meteor, leaving eternal regret. Some conservative and prejudiced villagers could not accept this foreign woman of unknown origin. They spread malicious rumors, slandering her for using evil witchcraft to bewitch your grandfather and disrupt the village's peace. In a fierce conflict sparked by misunderstanding and fear, the innocent woman was forced to leave her beloved and this land with tears in her eyes. Before leaving, she entrusted a small bottle of incredibly precious dream yeast and some hopeful blue moonflower seeds to your grandfather, and with a voice full of sorrow, warned him that the yeast's power was immense and mysterious. He must never let it be used by anyone with malicious intent or greed, otherwise it would bring an unimaginable and terrible curse upon the entire village, even endangering everyone's lives. Your grandfather spent his life steeped in deep longing for his beloved and fear of that ancient curse. He guarded this secret like a treasure, only verbally passing it on to you in his dying moments, solemnly urging you to guard this precious heritage with utmost caution. Last night, you decided to stand guard in the garden, hoping to catch the culprit who destroyed your flowers and sent you those threatening letters. As night fell like a black curtain, you quietly hid behind the dense bushes in the corner of the garden, patiently waiting for the person who dared to trespass on your territory to appear. All was silent save for the rustling of leaves in the night wind and the occasional calls of a nightingale in the distance. Suddenly, a dark figure approached your garden like a ghost silently. The person seemed to be holding something, which reflected a cold gleam in the moonlight. You lie flat on your bed, feeling your body in close contact with the mattress. Bend your knees, keeping your feet flat on the bed. Take a deep breath, feeling your body like a leaf hidden in the night, trying to remain light and quiet, blending into the surrounding darkness. As you exhale, gently let your knees fall to the right side of your body, as if your gaze subtly shifts to the other side of the garden, carefully observing any suspicious movements. Your shoulders remain flat on the bed, and your head can gently turn to the left. Hold this position, breathing slowly and deeply several times. Feel each breath. Now, inhale slowly, bringing your knees back to the center of your body. Exhale and relax. Next, take a deep breath. As you exhale, gently let your knees fall to the left side of your body. Your shoulders remain flat on the bed, and your head can gently turn to the right. Hold this position, continuing to breathe slowly and deeply. Feel your body relaxing like an ancient tree rooted in the earth. Inhale, slowly bringing your knees back to the center of your body again. Exhale, gently straighten your legs, returning to the initial flat-lying position. Feel your body relaxing. By the light of the silvery moon, you finally recognize the person's face. It was Martin, the young baker from the neighboring village. Martin's family had for generations made coarse, cheap rye bread, and their business had always struggled, barely noticed in the village. You had always thought Martin was an honest and simple person, never imagining he would do such a thing. You stared intently at Martin, watching him carefully pour the black liquid from a small clay pot onto the roots of the few remaining blue moon flowers in your garden. The liquid emitted a repulsive, corrosive smell. You instantly realized this was the culprit causing your flowers to wither. You leaped out from your hiding place. Martin, what are you doing? Martin was startled by your sudden appearance, and the clay pot slipped from his hands, shattering into pieces on the ground. Under your stern questioning, he finally admitted that he had written the anonymous letters and destroyed your garden. He confessed that he had always been jealous of the popularity of your dream bread, which had stolen his business. He had heard that your yeast depended on those precious blue moon flowers, so he sought to completely destroy your garden to prevent you from making the miraculous bread, thereby ruining your reputation and standing in the village. You took Martin back to the bakery without alarming anyone else. You sternly reprimanded him and made him swear never to commit such a despicable act again. With trembling hands, you carefully opened the ancient, mysterious notebook your grandfather had left behind. Its pages were yellowed and tattered, but it was your last hope. You meticulously read every line about awakening dormant yeast, hoping to find a clue. The notebook's description of how to awaken the yeast was very brief. Besides the specific lullaby and blue moon flower dew, it mentioned an extremely rare and precious substance called tears of the stars, said to be fragments of meteors streaking across the night. Your grandfather had vaguely mentioned in his notes that this magical mineral might be hidden deep within the back mountain cave, but acquiring it was incredibly difficult. You decided to take a chance, no matter what. Even with just a glimmer of hope, you wouldn't give up. You took the ancient miner's lamp your grandfather had left you, along with a rusty pickaxe and an empty small cloth bag, and set off once more towards the back mountain. You meticulously searched every corner of the cave, not missing a single faint glow. Finally, deep within an extremely hidden rock crevice, you discovered a few mineral fragments emitting a faint light. They shone like stars in the night sky, radiating a captivating glow. Though only the size of a fingernail, they held incredible energy. You carefully collected these precious fragments, then used your grandfather's ancient and exquisite grinding tools to grind them into a fine powder. You tightly clutched the hopeful tears of the stars, returning to the bakery overnight. filled with anticipation for a miracle. You lie comfortably flat on your bed, feeling your body completely relaxed against the mattress. Bend your knees and lift your feet, bringing your thighs close to your abdomen. Imagine you are bathed in the dim moonlight, holding tightly in your hands those few faintly glowing tears of the stars, filled with awe for the vast universe. Grasp the outer edges of your feet with your hands, or if you can't reach, hold your ankles or calves. Gently spread your knees apart to the sides like a happy baby playing with its toes. Now, gently rock your body from side to side like a softly swaying cradle. Feel your lower back and hips relax and soothe in the process. Keep your breathing steady and deep breathe. Each breath brings you more relaxation, imagining you are connecting with the mysterious energy of the universe, making you want to fall asleep. Feel this inner peace and relaxation as if the faint, sparkling light of the tears of the stars surrounds you, gently soothing your tired body and anxious mind. In the morning, white snowflakes drifted from the sky, and the entire village was enveloped in a peaceful and serene atmosphere. With a feeling of both nervousness and anticipation, you carefully sprinkled the ground. Tears of the stars powder into the almost completely dormant dream yeast, then gently hummed the ancient lullaby filled with hope and warmth. Incredibly, at the moment your song began, a miracle occurred. The lifeless yeast, as if awakened by a powerful force, instantly began to surge violently. Countless tiny bubbles erupted from deep within the yeast, emitting an aroma more concentrated, purer, and more vibrant than ever before, also mixed with a mysterious scent like the brightest stars in the night sky. Tears streamed down your face from excitement, your hands trembling slightly. You knew your precious dream yeast had truly awakened. Disregarding your fatigue and the cold, you immediately began making the festival bread with gratitude. You used the freshest, highest quality ingredients you could find, adding the fully revived dream yeast and your carefully prepared aromatic spices and plump dried fruits. As you kneaded the dough, you could almost feel a powerful and warm energy flowing continuously from it. Your hands were filled with strength and confidence. When the golden festival breads emerged from the warm oven, emitting their alluring aroma, the entire bakery and even the whole village was filled with an indescribable sense of happiness. It was not just the smell of bread, but rather a perfect blend. The villagers, smelling this familiar yet more enchanting aroma than ever before, smiled with joy. They put down what they were doing and eagerly rushed to your bakery, wanting to buy the miraculous festival bread you had personally baked. Old Agnes, upon receiving the bread you handed her, was moved to tears. She tightly gripped your hand, telling you she had the clearest, most beautiful dream she could remember last night. In her dream, she saw countless stars, which, like gentle eyes, guided her way, bringing her an unprecedented sense of peace and tranquility. Hans the blacksmith also excitedly told you that ever since he smelled your bread, he felt filled with creativity, as if he possessed infinite power from the stars. He believed he could forge even more exquisite tools. Martin also came to your bakery, head bowed, his face full of remorse. He bowed deeply to you, apologizing for his despicable actions, expressing immense shame and regret, and stating he would accept any punishment, hoping only that you would forgive him. You looked at his sincere and repentant eyes and ultimately chose to forgive him, asking him to help distribute the warm bread to the eager villagers. You smiled as you shared the warm, fragrant festival bread with each villager, and seeing the happiness and satisfaction on their faces, your heart filled with an indescribable peace and joy. You understood that your dream bread was not just meant to bring a night of peaceful sleep, but also to convey warmth, hope, and the powerful force that connects people. And this power came from your reverence for nature, your adherence to ancestral traditions, and your kind and sincere heart. On the night of the winter solstice, the entire village was immersed in a joyous and harmonious festive atmosphere. Every household lit warm lamps, and people gathered around crackling bonfires, sharing abundant food and goodwill. wishes, their laughter echoing through the night sky. You and Martian join them, celebrating this night full of miracles and hope. You looked up at the bright, clear full moon in the sky, surrounded by dazzling stars, and your heart filled with deep gratitude and contentment. You knew you had not only successfully protected your precious dream bread, but also the peace and happiness of the entire village. And your story with a dream yeast would, in the years to come, shine forever in this peaceful and warm village, passed down through generations, like the brilliant stars in the night sky. Now, please return to your most comfortable lying position. Your body is like a freshly baked, soft bread, warm, relaxed, and full of energy. Gently close your eyes and let your consciousness slowly settle. Feel your feet relax, your toes relax, your ankles relax, your calf muscles relax, your knees relax, your thighs relax. Your entire lower body becomes heavy and relaxed. Feel your fingers relax, your fingertips relax, your palms relax, your wrists relax, your forearm muscles relax, your elbows relax, your upper arms relax. Your entire upper body becomes relaxed and comfortable. Your back relaxes, your lower back relaxes, your abdomen relaxes, your chest relaxes, your neck relaxes, your throat relaxes, your jaw relaxes, your cheeks relax, your lips are slightly parted, your teeth gently separated, your nose relaxes, your nostrils relax, your eyelids relax, your eyeballs relax, your forehead relaxes, your scalp relaxes, your entire head becomes calm and relaxed. Your entire body is relaxed, like soft, warm bread resting quietly on the bed. You don't need to think about anything or do anything. Just quietly feel this sweet serenity from within. Let your breathing become lighter and lighter, deeper and deeper. Imagine you are in a warm and peaceful village, the air filled with the scent of bread, and the winter starlight gently falls upon you. You feel the warmth and kindness around you, and your heart is filled with peace and joy. Just immerse yourself in this tranquility and warmth and slowly drift into sweet dreams. Good night.